your Los Angeles.
And just a few games in the book thus far. So, Brady, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Wembanyama's out there with Lee, and it's Lee in at the 3.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Takes a step back. LeBron kicks to Fred. No good on the 3. And it's the Spurs ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka's going to cook you.
Lee passes to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Prez. And finish up by Prez.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Now, here's Fox. Last time, 14 points for him. Jackson against Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. Shoots over Doncic.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guys.
You've got to love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. The 3. He's off on that one. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. That one drops for him.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Portland.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night. And forget about finesse. This is all about the power.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
To the paint. It's tipped. Wembanyama passes to Lee. Wembanyama, a screen on Reed. Castle misses. Lakers leading by 5. Prez kicks to Doncic. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
James dishes to Doncic. Reeves outside. Over Castle. Again, Los Angeles.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
James wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. Here's Lee. Basket counts.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lakers leading by 3. Doncic outside. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Lee kicks to Lee. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Reed. Castle misses. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game. A loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Jackson passes to Reeves. From deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Here's Lee outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Now here's Craig. Last time out he had 13 points. And again, the Lakers no good. Lee outside. A miss that time would have put him up. The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Winters the pass to LeBron. They could use a bucket. Oh! Rejection by Wembanyama. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Season put up about 24 points per, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now here's Lee. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Doncic kicks to Prez. From deep, James. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Count it good. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
They're getting on a roll inside of their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Time right now to get hyped up and your Lakers hype squad. Let's hear some noise. Together, make some noise for your Lakers hype team.
Ringside, a chance to check out stats for Victor Wembanyama. So Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And here's some numbers on Fox. Great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points.
He was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. And the Lakers with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson. Luke Kennard comes in for Fred. And Smart subbed in for Doncic. San Antonio also making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for Lee. And it's over in for De'Aaron Fox. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In fourth, the Spurs.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few blocked shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Here's Castle. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Smart with the steal. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allen LaForce courtside. Allen.
Thanks, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you.
He truly has. Allen, we thank you very much.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
There's the screen inside and stolen by Ayton. With the block.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Lakers trail by 8. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Cornett with it. Still without a basket. And the basket by Vassell.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Reeves with it. He's guarded by Hurt. They get again. 1:37 left in the first. And leading with the basket on the assist by Vassell. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Ayton. LeBron outside. Reeves against Harper. 6 to shoot. And here is Ayton.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And he sinks the second. You know, for years we wondered, Clark, what life after LeBron would look like for the Lakers. That question has been answered.
Yeah, I think landing Doncic completely altered the course of the franchise, Kevin. I mean, he really is one of the best offensive players in the world, and he's in his prime. He makes them a threat in the West every season, and if he ever commits to defense, he'll be really special.
Now here's a... And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Sometimes it's the little things you do. Ayton, with a timely pump fake, gets himself to the line.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable.
Take a break.
In that
Take a
regard.
break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Smart against Castle. Pass to Cornette. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's James. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Castle. Now Cornette. Out to Lee. From past the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Lee's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Spurs lead by 19. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
And just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hits came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
We got friends. Marcus Smart is out there with Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Jackson in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And, you know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now, here's Johnson. Lee, left side. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the wing right side. Doncic with a screen for Hachimura. Pass to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Cornette. And the rejection by Jackson. Doncic outside. Smart with this screen on Hart. The 3 for Doncic. It's through. The basket. He's now 2 for 6.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But looks like they're putting it together right now.
Smart misses. Vassell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. To end the drought. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Doncic going to work.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt. And that wing position feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player. A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. Coming off a terrific season. He put in about 28 points per, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Johnson dishes to Harper. Lee outside. It's stolen by Craig. On the wing, Jackson. Again, Los Angeles. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Here's Doncic following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Smart. And it's good, 2 points. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And the Lakers with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And good that time. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Smart kicks to Jackson. Back to Smart. The three. They get it back. Doncic outside. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for the Lakers, Jackson, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. Lee comes in for Devin Vassell. Stephon Castles checked in for Keldon Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. He hits both from the stripe.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Pass to Castle. Back to Lee. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lee's got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Some of the very best in our league.
You pointed to their field goal percentage. It was up there among the leaders last season because of how smart they played at the offensive end. You know, they made very few bad decisions. Doncic finds Jackson. Here's Hachimura. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Great, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. With the block.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of fall.
Smart with the steal. Lobbed up there for Hachimura. And stolen by Castle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
2 shots.
2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin, back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Smart. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And a wide-open look for Hachimura. Goes back up, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Jackson. Outside, Fox. Pass to Lee. Over Prez. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. 9 points for lights out.
It appears like he's found his footing here in the second quarter. Much more efficient.
Jackson, a screen on Fox. And here's Doncic from the arc.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. Wembanyama has got 10 points in the game. Doncic outside. Back to Smart. Good on the shot.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Lee sets a screen for Lee. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was touched by Lee. LeBron checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Marcus Smart.
Austin Reeves.
Lakers trail by 12. Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, Jackson. The fader. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Beyond the arc. It's good in the San Antonio Kings. Got down to 11 on the run from Luka Doncic.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
A pass to Fox. Now Lee over Prez. No good from Lee.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Up top, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Fox, it's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now Lee, after LeBron's three-pointer, the good to go. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. On deep, Reeves. Rebounded by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the basket by Castle.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Reed. Back to James. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fox finds Lee. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
The tray. Winters misses. Spurs leading by 15. Lee passes to Lee. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Jump shot is good that time. Lee's got 9 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 19 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Stolen by Jackson. Over in the corner, Prez. Gets the three-point performance. Winters has got 7 points. In a deep three from Fox. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say, because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
The difference in field goal percentage is crazy. They're getting exactly what they want out.
Yeah, even if adjustments are made, how does that defense really slow them down? That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Lee out there with Lee, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Wembanyama.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
So it's the Spurs now, leading by 12. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles guys shooting not great, 40% for the game. Lee with the steal. Pass to Castle. Down low. It's stolen by Prez. Reeves outside. Now, here's Doncic. James sets the screen for Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Jackson, defended by Wembanyama. Gets it down to single digits. 22 points for Preds.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Lee outside. Back to Lee. Pass to Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up a points at the line.
And you've got to be cautious when you're guarding Wembanyama. At his size, he attracts a lot of fouls.
The Spurs are on 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
The first one falls.
Such a treat that we get to watch Wembanyama in action. He's unlike anybody else in the league, or really ever.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Reeves with the screen on Castle. Doncic dishes to Preds. Pass to LeBron. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
And nothing gets past LeBron. I mean, makes a play before the clock runs out.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Here's Winners following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stop.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And ball handling group that they had last season.
And the block numbers you mentioned, that's a clear sign of how dominant they were in terms of interior defense. That was a hallmark of theirs. Here's Winners. He has 7. Pass to Doncic. Oh, good on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. And again, the Lakers no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Back from outside. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
James finds Reeves. Jackson setting the pick here for Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot. Spurs leading by 16. To the middle, stolen by Jackson. Here's Winters. Pass to LeBron. Reeves with the screen for James. 5 on the top, and he goes in for the dunk.
Reeves has understated size for a guard, attacking that rim.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Attention all Laker fans. Time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you right now. Attention fans. Time to hype up your Lakers hype squad. Let's hear some noise.
And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs passing it around. San Antonio again missing. Lakers trail by 14. Winters the pass to Jackson.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Doncic kicks to Smart. Pass to Jackson. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic against Fox. Shot clock at 6. Doncic against Fox.
And the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets up on the pressure. Really makes you work for the shot.
To the inside. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Smart. How he performed last season. Last season put up about 9 points a game. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus. I got yours.
Jackson, a screen on Harper. Smart, wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target. Lee with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Doncic against Harper. Inside. And Lee with the stuff.
Running the pick and roll like a veteran there. Harper, outstanding find off that screen.
Doncic looking it over. outside Jackson. Takes the three. The rebound by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Harper. Over Smart. Harper, no good. Prez with the ball. He's picked up by Harper. Winners the pass to Hachimura. And there's the foul. It will go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Spurs on defense. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Hachimura setting the pick for Smart. Clock at 6. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harper.
And you have to account for Smart's scoring abilities. Great job by him of just noticing the defense being over-aggressive.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart.
And some of what Smart gives his team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And so Smart nails both of them.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 17. Pass to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Prez. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Fox. And here is Prez. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers, then for the Spurs. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for Lee. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Fox. And here is Los Angeles now. 17-point game.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Vassell, the pass to Harper. Now Johnson. Over Kennard. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. To the paint. Laravia finds James. It's tipped. Intercepted. Fast break. The Lakers. LeBron right to the finish.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
Harper the pass to Cornett. And there's the foul. It's on Jake Laravia. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Lee outside from beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
Lee's got 15.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Reeves with it. He's guarded by Harper. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. The fourth team foul.
Harper against Reeves. Ayton sets the pick for Reeves. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Spurs leading by 18. Lee kicks to Harper. Stolen. Now here's LeBron. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Here's Cornette. Pass to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Ayton. 5 points in the game. 11 feet away. He's again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Shooting one.
Free throw no good for Ayton. Spurs leading by 16. Vassell right side. Good work there as it goes. Harper's got his second bucket tonight.
Not an area you want to allow Harper to get to. He may be a rookie, but he can finish like a seasoned veteran.
Now here's James. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's Vassell on the wing. He's defended by Laravia.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
Lee with the steal. Pass to Harper. Now Cornette. And here is Vassell. James defending. Vassell, the pass to Harper. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Lee, and it's San Antonio with another.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about him.
Lee against James. Down low. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's San Antonio up by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision, I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. LeBron James is out there with 8. Then it's shot number 8. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Reeves into the points. That's the Laker 5. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Lakers trail by 18. Laravia with the screen. It's LeBron with the drive. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 18. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Laravia. Reeves outside. Five to shoot. He takes it in. Power down.
Putting his head down and going to work. I love that intensity from Reeves.
On the wing lead. That three off the mark.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Kennard's shot is off.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot.
And that one drops. Wembanyama's got 11 in the second half.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Reeves. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Reeves has got 4 this quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Outside Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. Lee outside. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. 18 points for lights out.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
James against Lee. LeBron left side. And here's Reeves outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Lee's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Harper wide open. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. On the wing, Reeves. He's guarded by Harper. Lets it go from deep. Reeves can't hit. Spurs leading by 22. Pulls up. High post. Offensive rebound. Johnson finds Lee. Wembanyama sets a screen for Lee. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he makes that one.
Boy, it's no secret that LeBron James is an outstanding passer. Oh, I love his vision in the pick and roll.
Lee outside. G.A. just when you think you've seen it all. Past season of father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And the Spurs with some changes. Lee's checked in for Vassell. Castle comes in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Lakers record. once again, your Laker girls dance team.
Lee outside. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful. He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Lee against Smart. Pass to Lee. Launches it, and he's good on the three ball. Lee's got 21.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Smart passes to Doncic. Smart with this screen on Castle. Doncic outside. And the Lakers with another miss.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
And that's how San Antonio will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against DeJounte Murray and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Hachimura against Lee, and there's the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Los Angeles with some changes. LeBron's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Marcus Smart.
Austin Reeves.
Here's Doncic. Over in the corner, Prez. Lee with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. The wide open look here for Fox. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
James sets the screen for Prez. And the Lakers with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lee, that's good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's James. Winters the pass to Jackson. Reeves outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. James misses. The Spurs have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Jackson. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
And Doncic gets it to go.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Pass to Lee. Fires for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Doncic passes to LeBron. Doncic with a screen on Lee. Shoots the three. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Fox. Lee outside. And Castle now top of the key. Shot on the wing. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
James sets the screen for Reeves. Over in the corner, Doncic. And stolen by Castle. A pass to Fox. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Was that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Wembanyama on the follow.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
To the middle. It's deflected. Fox with the steal. Lee with the ball. Now guarded by Prez. Fox, the bounce pass. Fox, a screen on Reeves. Castle with it. 6 to shoot. Fox with the screen for Lee. Puts up a 3. That's good from Fox on the assist by Lee. Fox has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Spurs. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this league.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against Los Angeles.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.